Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am finally back after a week of absence, back for more Final Fantasy VII on the PS4. So first of all, I just want to start off by apologising for the lack of content or streams last week. It was a bit of a hectic week. Tuesday I didn't stream because I went over to see a friend that I don't see very often, and then the rest of the week, well, Wednesday, I'm trying to think now, Wednesday I didn't stream then. I could have done but didn't, but that was because of the football. I'm sorry, I'm a football fan and watching the Euro at the moment. There are going to be times at the moment over the next couple of weeks where I may not stream, depending on the timings of the matches. And then Thursday I didn't stream because I was doing my civil duty, which actually seems was misplaced now. I stumbled across a cat that I thought was being neglected. Turns out the cat's not being neglected at all. It's just a very old cat, and basically its body's just going with age, and the cat's now back with its owner. So yeah, and then Friday, obviously, I'm trying to think. Friday, I was going to stream Friday, but time ran away with me, and before I knew it, it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. By that time it was too late really, and then Friday evening I was watching the football, so it was, I just didn't have time to set up. Obviously Monday was Fuzzfinger's stream day, and so yeah, that pretty much brings us to where we are now really. I mean, I could have streamed over the weekends, but I'm trying to cut down the streaming just ever so slightly. I'm trying to give myself the weekends off now to rest. So yeah, that pretty much sums up everything. Let's get moving, and I will talk along the way because there is more that I have to tell you. So obviously the reason we started streaming this game was, one, because it was the only one that I hadn't streamed yet. One of the only ones I hadn't streamed yet, and two, because I was running out of other stuff to actually work with, and some of that was down to the fact that I couldn't stream or record stuff from the PS3. However, I now have an update on that, a positive update as well. So last Monday, this is also another reason why I couldn't get anything in last Monday, I went for my PIP hearing. Now, for those of you that don't know, PIP is a benefit for those of us with disabilities like I have, and I went and appealed my hearing, and later on in the week I found that I'd actually won my appeal, and I've got quite the back date of money coming along. For security reasons and obvious reasons, I'm not going to say how much I've got coming my way because that would be very stupid of me. However, the bits that are now relevant to you guys is simply this. With said money that I will be getting, I'm going to use some of it to move myself back down to the south of the country that I'm in, to be closer to the rest of my family and to be closer to the woman that I love. Once I have dealt with that, and I have made sure that everything is safe, secure, that I'm not going to screw myself over on anything, the plan then is I will finally be able to replace my laptop, and at the same time I will go and get myself the Elgato capture card. With both of these in tow, I will then be able to finally start streaming some PS3 stuff, and hell, I might even be able to stream some PS2 stuff. So with all that in mind, I can now announce the upcoming projects that I'm aiming to do, now that I've got the means to actually make it happen. I'm going to be aiming to do Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2. Also, with regards to Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2, now that I'm able to access, or will be able to access them, you'll recall that a while back I said I was going to be doing my top 10 toughest Final Fantasy bosses spread out through the different Final Fantasies. So now that I've got the ability to actually get some proper recording and commentary of Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2, I will now be looking to complete that project as well and bring out my top 10 toughest boss fights, and I might even do some other little mini projects like that one as well, because it'll be interesting to see what you guys think. Another project I'm looking to potentially do will be a very, very old game called Tombi 2. It's a project that I started to do not last year before. Unfortunately, the microphone that I got for doing my commentary was a really bad microphone. It was a piece of shit. I mean, I've still got it, but to be honest, when I move, I'm just going to bin the bloody thing. It's useless. It's like the most piece of shit fucking thing I've ever come across. Excuse my language. So yeah, we'll be getting rid of that. What other projects did I want to do? Oh yes, of course. I will also be doing Tomb Raiders 1, 2, 4, 5 and hopefully Angel of Darkness as well, in order to celebrate the anniversary of Tomb Raider this year. Why have I not mentioned Tomb Raider 3? Well, that's because I have no memory of the game, and I'm probably going to need to play through it again on my own a little bit to jog my memory. So while I hadn't mentioned doing Tomb Raider 3, I may or may not do it. I'm sort of looking at it at the moment and see what I can do. If I'm honest, Tomb Raider 3 was the only one out of the original 5 that I wasn't really a big fan of. I don't know why, I just couldn't get into it. I did complete it eventually, however, because I wasn't really that big of a fan of it, I've not melded all the levels into my memory, so I don't remember where everything is or where I'm supposed to go on each of the levels, stuff like that. So that's why I'm doing a project for that one for my channel. But you can certainly be assured that you will see Tomb Raider 1, 2, 4 and 5 plus Angel of Darkness. Legend and Anniversary I don't think I can do because I don't think I possess them anymore, unfortunately. But you will certainly get the good old classics. That much I can promise you. God, hiccups. Also, with the ability to go further back in time now with my recordings, I might be able to start doing a bit more with my Time Tunnel playlist. I know there's not much in there at the moment. But I am looking to try and get a bit more sorted for that as well. I don't know why I just went that way. I'm completely wrong way like a banana. There we go. Got a really annoying bit coming up in a minute. So yeah, those are some of the projects that you can look forwards to in the near future. I haven't decided what order I'm doing stuff in yet. Obviously right now my top priority is going to be getting myself moved and set up. But yeah, so I will also take a look at what else I've got, and I will see what else that I can add to my project list. And I will keep you all updated, of course, as always. about that, folks. Nature called. Also, other projects that I may consider will be Rain Man the original and possibly Croc the original as well. I believe I also have Crash Bandicoot Saturday somewhere as well. So those are other projects that I may look at doing. Those particular 3 games might even find their way into the time tunnel, perhaps. I mean, I do have a Sega Mega Drive as well, so I'm not quite sure how far back the Elgato capture card will allow me to go through the timeline, so to speak, because obviously it's probably only going to be able to link with certain consoles, but I need to do my research into that and find out what's what. Let's sneak in quietly, shall we? Let's see if we can do this the legitimate way. Actually, yeah, we do need to go through the front entrance. I was going to say let's... That wasn't quite what I had in mind, but yeah, we'll roll with it, I guess. Right, first things first, we're going to make our way to the back end of the room here, and the reason for that is because there is Turtle Paradise number 2 at the back here somewhere. There it is. We'll go ahead and grab that. And now we'll go ahead and make our way up. Alright, here we go. Now the encounters that we can face here are going to be random. Oh, these guys are a pain in the remake. They're not as big of a pain in the arse as Sephiroth is. On Final Fantasy VII Remake currently I've been playing through on the hardest difficulty, on hard mode. And I'm now on the very last chapter. I did defeat the final boss, and then I got to Sephiroth right at the very end, and I just could not beat him for the life of me. I tried everything. It is in my opinion that they need to nerf that shit. That's my opinion. Maybe I should have equipped myself with a bit of magic to help me get rid of that thing a bit quicker. Oh, that was interesting. Poor guy must have been frightened out of his tiny little mind. Press the button, doesn't it? Done. I gotta remember where I'm going. I'm so used to the remake version now, I've started to lose memory of what's in this version. So let's... Ooh. That limit break will definitely help us, I think. There's a few issues with the sound effects. Interesting. It's only a small little blip, we'll work with it. Miss? Don't give me that crap. There we go, we got ourselves a key card. Can we get out that way? Yeah, that just lets us go back to the first floor, doesn't it? It doesn't let us go on the stairs route. That's a bit of a nuisance. If you take the stairs, folks, you can get access to, I believe it's an elixir. So I guess it boils down to whether you want the elixir or not. I think it might still be possible to access the Turtle Paradise if you go after the elixir, but I'm not 100% certain on that. we go. Well, he's a lousy excuse for a security guard. He's nodding off on the job. Okay, this next bit's an absolute pain. It can be done stealthily, but you have to be very careful with your timing. So what we have to do is, when they're walking sideways like they were a minute ago, that's when we move. Okay, that's Barrett sorted. Almost pushed the button too early then. Oh, that second set of guards is so annoying. I might just bash my way through them more, it's quicker. Just chuck some potions out here. I just realised health's getting a little bit low. Potions out. Oh, come on. Well, actually, Barrett, we are going to just run straight out. We're just going to batter them all. It's easier. The second set of guards are an absolute nightmare to get through, and I can't be asked to keep trying it over and over again. full-time student. Oops, hang on. I did not want to do that. I need to get a full-time student, not the limit rate. Oh well, we'll just go ahead and use the mill up and be done with it. No more God mode after this stroke. Right, check left if I accidentally hit the button, so I'm hoping not to do that if I can help it. Well, at least it's sorted now. But yeah, you can sneak past the guards. You just have to move when they're facing sideways. It's the second set of guards though that are the bigger problem because they move so quickly. That's the key card that we needed. With that we can now access, probably if we're going the right way, we can now access the next bit. And this bit is an absolute pain. I never managed to get this bit right. Shinra Inc. Scientific Research Library. So basically we have to find the book that doesn't belong. Ancient history. I would say it's that ancient one. What was it? I need to look at it again. What was it again? It was Shinra Inc. Scientific Research. Report on high Waco levels of willing people. That's scientific research. That's research again. That's Shinra. Ancients and history. I think it's that one. So we need to now work out the first letter. Well, the letter will be letter number 14 in the alphabet, I believe. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. N. So the first letter is N, I believe, if I've got this right. Urban Vision Research Library. I think it might be that one. Let me just double check again what it was. Yeah, so it'll be that one, so that makes no sense. Well, we know one of the letters is an N, and there's only one word here that has an N in it, so... Yep, we got it. With only one letter actually worked out. So I was right. You basically find the one that doesn't belong. Each one that doesn't belong has a number next to it. Once you know what that number is, count through the alphabet letters until you arrive at the letter that equals that number. So for instance, N was the 14th letter in the alphabet. And because we guessed it correctly, we get the key card, and because we got it on our first try, we get ourselves a hefty elemental materia. Not too shabby. With that, we can now go ahead and move on to the next floor, which is floor 63. And there are some items to be had here, and I can show you guys how to do it. First things first, we need to approach the continent. Hey up, Fuzz. How you doing? So it's just giving us a little bit of a clue as to what we need to do in order to get to where we need to go. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're alright, Fuzz. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Right, so I believe we want to make our way around the back here. And then there'll be this door here. That will give us access to it. Oh, yeah, I'm stuck. What's going on? Oh, there we go. There's item number 1, and then from here, if we approach the air duct, we can get in from here. Oh, blooming camera angles. There we go. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Fuzz. Bit hot, very humid down here, but other than that, I'm good, thanks, mate. Actually, that's a point. While I've got you here, any ideas how to deal with Sephiroth on hard mode on the remake version of this? Because I am struggling to bring him down. And I know you've already completed the game on hard mode. And I've just gone completely wrong route. Oh, is it? Oh, gosh. Yeah, true. I mean, I did look at your playlist, and it's got everything from when you went through on the normal difficulty, just not hard mode. You only have certain videos on the hard mode bit from what I could see. Unless I'm going blind. Oh, Counter-Strike. Yes, I know of the ability. I was using Counter-Strike actually, but it only worked up to a certain point. After that, it starts becoming a lot harder to block his attacks with that ability, because he becomes more and more aggressive as you go through. Right, now that we've got all our items, what we need to do is use the coupon exchange, and because we've got all 3 of them, we get the star pendant, 4 slots and an all materia. Right, okay Fuzz, I'll keep that in mind. I might have to go and grab a few materials, I think I'm missing the ATB ones. Right. concludes this floor. Let's move on to the next one. So there's not much to be done here at this point. Oops. Oh, nice. Thank you, Fuzz. Yeah, that library bit always trips me up, so I was actually quite chuffed at myself for getting it first time, if I'm honest. Beta. Oh, yes, I remember the beta ability now. Yeah, you have to fight that giant worm in the desert bit, isn't it? Not the desert, but it's near the Chocobo ranch, isn't it? But that beta attack of his can do such horrendous damage. You've got to prepare very carefully for it. Okay, which box did that open? Goes in there. That will unlock the next chest for us. That's not that one. Which one did I just unlock? Is it that one? There we go. Okay, I believe we have 2 chests left to go now, and then we'll be able to open the final chest, which will give us the key card we need to get to the next floor. Okay. And I've been watching Fuzzfinger stream for too long now. I'm picking up his habits, humming his tunes that he hums. This last bit goes in here. There we go. Right, we should now be able to open. There we go. So, right, next floor. Can't remember what the next floor is, it's been a while. Ah, the meeting room. Right, so from here then, I believe we need to head down this way. I think we're looking for the bathroom, aren't we? So that we can get up the vent. Yep, climb up. Through the vent we go. $10 billion gil. So we've got all the executives around the table. Good old president himself. And Fat Man Palmer, as Fuzzfinger calls him. In fact, I believe in his original guide he calls him a bit of a knob as well. Full of beans, that one. Enter another knob known as Hojo. I can honestly say actually that his specimen boss on the remake version of the game was one of the hardest fights I had to do on hard mode. It tripped me up for quite a while. But then I did some research and I eventually managed to bring him down, but I had to do a lot of research and I had to shift a lot of materials and equipment around to set up properly for it. And I think one of the other problems I had with that particular chapter was on hard mode the only way to restore your MP is by breaking the crates, and unfortunately on that chapter they are really evil because they only give you a very select few amount of crates that you can use to restore your MP, and a lot of enemies in between that you have to go through in order to get to that boss fight. So you have to be so careful with what you use in order to get up there. Yeah, Arsenal was another one as well, because I agree with that completely. Actually, funnily enough, I have now beaten that boss at long last with the help of a friend. But yeah, I've got past that now. I'm literally on the final chapter. I managed to beat the first out of the two final bosses. It's just Sephiroth I'm struggling against at the moment because he hits so hard, and like I said, he just gets more and more aggressive as the fight goes on. And he's got so many different attacks as well, it's almost impossible to counter all of them. And some of them are unblockable as well from what I've noticed. Of course, I will still be doing a proper full walkthrough for Final Fantasy VII Remake at some point in the near future, hopefully. Like I said, it will come down to when I get the Elgato capture card and replace my laptop, which I'm hoping is going to be at some point soon. Oh, come on. I don't like these camera angles, they're awful. There we go. Oh, thank you, Fuzz. It's nice to know that I've got some support. I still don't have that many people coming to my streams yet. I'm not sure where I'm going wrong with that or how I can improve it, but I will keep working on it. Okay, so now we need to follow Hojo. You actually stream using the PS Remote Play app to your computer and record using OBS without. Oh, okay. I wish that would work for the PS3. Unfortunately, it doesn't, as far as I'm aware. But that's interesting. Actually, I might have to give that a try. I did not know I could do that. Ooh. I will have to do some research into that. Thank you, Fuzz. That's definitely an interesting one. Thank you. And ultimately, at the moment, one of my biggest hurdles that I need to resolve is being able to stream off the PS3, because there's quite a few games on the PS3 that I can only access from the PS3 or other consoles that I would like to stream or record. Oh, is it? Oh wow, okay, I did not know this. Of course, we can't actually see your setup because when you're streaming, all we can see is, well, you basically, with your background thing that you have set up. so you never really get to see your setup. It would be interesting to see from time to time. I might also need to look up videos on how to set the Elgato up as well, actually, at some point, because I've never used it before. This way, isn't it? I need to follow Hojo. And who's this? It's none other than Red 13, which I've got to say, considering the remake version, I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to do more with him. I was hoping we'd have a bit more active role playing with him, actually be able to level up his stats and stuff like that a bit more, but unfortunately he just sort of appears in the background and helps out from the background. But hopefully in part 2 they'll give him a bit more of an active role and give us a bit more access to him. Oh, you reckon part 2 we will? Oh, we'll have to wait and see, won't we, Fuzz? Interesting to see how Yuffie ends up with the rest of the team, and I'm also very intrigued to know how they're going to play it with Vincent as well later on. And another big question that I have for this remake at the moment is, will they go with the original storyline, which is Aerith dies, or will they keep her alive this time? Because they've already changed the story somewhat, because Biggs is still alive, and in the original he dies along with Jessie and Wedge. Wedge, I'm not sure if he's alive or dead at the moment. The last time you see him, he ends up going flying out of the Shinra building through a window, and we don't see him again after that, so we don't really know whether the Arbiters of Fate made him hit the ground hard or whether they just carried him off or what. So it'll be interesting to see what else they change. Yeah, true. I know one thing I'm not looking forward to with the remake, and that is fighting Emerald and Ruby. They're hard enough in this version. Certainly Ruby is, anyway. Right, where are we going? Use the save in it. Is it worth me chucking a tent on? I think it probably is. I need to get some more tents in, folks. Let's just do a quick game save here, because we do have a boss fight coming up, and I don't want to mess things up. Where's my save file again? I've got too many save files. I might need to get rid of some of these. Right, let's go ahead and make our way up. See, regardless of whether or not they call her Aerith in the new remake version, I still keep calling her Ares, because it's the name that I'm used to. Okay, Fuzz, no worries, mate. You take care now. Thanks for stopping by. And I will be there for your next stream, whenever that is. I can't remember when you said it was. Was it Monday, was it? Or... yeah, see you later, mate. So Hojo thinks he can play God. Get Barrett to take her out of the way. And the rest of us will fend off the creature. And again, I'm not one for changing their names, we'll just keep the original names. So we need to basically focus on the one at the back. Sorry about that, folks. I made the fatal mistake of drinking some Pepsi Max before I started the stream, and yeah, it's gone right through me. I think it's probably the caffeine that's in it. Gosh, we've been hit hard. We're being battered by poison. Don't want to use up too much MP here because I know we've got a couple of other boss fights coming up in a bit, so I've got to be careful. Let's see if we can't get a heal up on T for a minute. So I can see I've got somebody in the audience watching right now. Welcome. I wonder if that could be my good friend Pri. She does have a habit of turning up fashionably late at the moment. Oh no, we've lost Red 13. Let's see if I can get him up. So when it comes to this fight, avoid the guys at the front because they'll just keep spawning. You want to focus all your efforts on the guy at the back. And we've now unlocked Tifa's secondary limit break. Or the second part to her limit break, I should say, because Tifa's limit break's an odd one. It's actually in parts rather than different limit breaks. It's all one big limit break from what I can see. And basically, once you get to her level 4, it basically just combines all of them into one. Okay, so let's set up our party. To be honest, it doesn't really matter who we pick right now, but so we can now get random encounters on this floor, and actually we're going to want to pick a fight on this floor because there's a few things that we can get, starting with these guys. We're taking quite a beating here. Oh dear, I just lost. Not off to a great start. It's lost Tifa. Come on. Oh my god, it really doesn't want to let me steal, does it? I'll have access to Earth limit breaks soon enough. In the meantime, I've run out of patience, that's not good. Serious trouble. I hate to go into God mode, but I'm about to die here. I have completed the game multiple times now, so what's the point in having a God mode if you can't use it just from time to time? Shit. I've run out of Phoenix Downs and I cannot get Cloud back up because nobody has life yet. We're just going to have to kill these guys, I don't know a chance. That's really annoying. I don't know why I just need to win. Well, there is a weapon to be had here. to take steel off of Cloud for the time being and give it to somebody else so that we can still steal, since Cloud is now down and I can't get him back up. Actually, I'm not a big fan of... Oh wait, Cloud's back up again. How did Cloud get back up? That's interesting. So I'm not a big fan of using God Mode, but in this instance the game is being a pain in the bum and putting the AI against me with the whole stealing thing. Stick the God Mode on. I'll turn it off again once I've done the stealing to make it a fair fight. Because I'm not really in a habit of cheating as such. There we go, that's what I was trying to get, the carbon bangle. Go ahead and stick that one on. Oops. Did not mean to go up there. Oh, I've got two of them. That one can die now. Right. I'm going to use God Mode to heal myself at the moment because I've run out of bleeding potions. It's absolutely humiliating. Oh, come on. Oh, the game is being stubborn today. Mind you, we had trouble stealing the stuff from the chariot, didn't we, last stream, if I remember correctly. I did not want to hang it over. There we go. Now we're after one more item here. Just going to go ahead and just switch these out. And the last bit of equipment that we're after here is actually a weapon that we're after. I just need to get these guys to spawn in. It can be a bit of a rare spawn though. That's what we're looking for. There we go, that's the guys we're looking for. I'm going to go and use my healing move here just to heal up. That's handy. I've used up all their power. There we go, the hard edge we've got. Right, let's finish these guys off and we can move on. Go ahead and give the hard edge to Cloud, and I'll shut their encounters back off. I'll take the 3 times speed back off as well, and we'll go ahead now and progress on with the story. So for that we need to make our way down to the next floor, and then we need to head towards the elevators over here. Either one will do. At this point we will be intercepted by Rude. See, this is another bit they've taken out of the remake. You don't get arrested in the remake. Instead, you end up getting put through absolute hell by Hojo and his experiments instead. Barret having to be dragged off. Okay, so now we want the bottom one. So upon waking up, we have found that all is not well, all is not as it should be. Something very fishy is going on here. Okay, so we make our way down this way. We can see that whatever's gone on the attack has annihilated everything in its path. So as we can see, it has made its way literally all the way up through the different floors, slaughtering everything as it goes. Hmm. Okay, so we have got ourselves a boss fight coming up. So let's just sort our equipment out a second, make sure that we're ready. So for this fight, we're going to want to make sure... We're going to make sure that we've got plenty of range attacks for this fight. I can't remember if poison works or not, but I'll have that equipped anyway. Aerith's going to be our healer. We'll also give her ice as well, so she's got a ranged attack. And then Barret can have... give her something also, let's just... He's still wearing the bronze bangle, that won't do. And we'll also give him his assault gun as well. Give him lightning as well. And we'll also give him a restore, just in case. Right. So this boss is the Arsenal. This one's actually a pain in the arse in the remote version. It took a lot to beat on hard mode, and I also had to get a little bit of help from my friend as well, taking it out. So this thing can only be hit from long range. I believe it's mainly weak against the lightning, but I've chucked other spells on as well just to try and help. See if Bio works on him or not, it's worth a shot. I'll also use Sense as well, see if that might. Oh, that one missed. So we've got 975 health left. That did some damage. So look, see how much health he's got left. Oh, there we go, he's down. So that's the first one. Now we've got to deal with the second fight now, which is a... Right. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. So he's got 1,000 health, weak against lightning and weak against wind. Oh, crikey. Oh. Can wake me up before the could get to me. I'm getting a little bit deadly now. Shit, I've just lost Aerith as well. Ugh. Might be about to get game overed here. Oh no, we killed him. But not before we got 2 characters killed. Note to self, once we're able to do so, we need to really stock up on potions and Phoenix Downs. Okay, so let's set Cloud up a sec so that we're ready to go. Let's see, what do we need? That's interesting, just hit the move for all it wants. Put some fire on our blade, why not? We might get a chance to sense him, and again we might not. He does move pretty fast. Let's see how it goes. Now in theory with this fight we can actually ignore the dog and just go straight for Rufus, but I'm actually going to attempt to take the dog out first because, well, to be honest, the dog's playing the gun and we'll just get in the way. The dog out of the way. See if I can't poison him. Yes, I can poison him. So it's not doing much damage, unfortunately. There we go, job done. Alrighty then, so we now have a bit of a mini game to do. God, I hate this mini game, I was never any good at it. Should have set my team up properly before I got to this point. I may have made a bit of a boo-boo here, folks. I forgot to set my material up. Which means Cloud is the only one capable of healing people right now. And I know this thing has a lot of health. See how much health we're actually dealing with. So it's got 2,300 left. Right, okay. Wow, is that all I could do? He's got 1500 left. I couldn't see any other way, and I've got no Phoenix Downs left at the moment. And if I die now, it means I have to do all those boss fights all over again, so ideally I could probably do with avoiding that if I can help it. There we go. Oops. Can't go with my normal team. Okay, at this point I'm actually going to end the stream here and take a break. I've done quite a bit. I've been going for nearly 2 hours, so I think I've earned a break. And we'll pick things up next time. I'm not going to give an exact time as to when my next stream is going to be, because obviously, like I said, I'm watching the football at the moment, I'm watching the Euro, and also there's work as well, and I don't know how things are going to play out, so I'm just going to say I'll see you guys when I see you, basically, for the time being. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, you know, lots of upcoming projects coming, hopefully at some point soon, but I'm not going to give a time scale on that either. But yeah, so lots to look forward to, so I'll see you all next time. Bye bye for now.